Hi everyone, my name is Belle and welcome back to my channel, Belle of the Ball. So I hope everyone's doing well and staying safe, and fingers crossed we can go back to normal very soon, okay? So I know Mother's Day was last week. Hopefully we all got to spend some time with our moms and show them love and appreciation for being that pillar in our lives, right? So, because of Mother's Day, I saw this post online that I may read it in this video, or I might post it on the community page on my channel and whatnot. So, and it's something that I've been thinking about for a while, right? So, we come from our parents. Our parents, they raise us, they love us, they show us so much love, especially our moms, right? I mean, our dads too, but since this is kind of coming from inspiration from Mother's Day, I kind of wanted to, focus on that. And Father's Day is coming up soon, so that's going to be next month, right? So, what I wanted to talk about in this video is basically, we are our parents' children, right? We come from our parents raise us, they play a very important role in our lives, and where we go and how we move, how we operate, what we know, they are like our foundation, right? But with that being said, as much as we are our parents' children, we're also children of God, right? We're children of the universe. And every single one of us, we come here to fulfill a purpose in life, right? We come here with our own unique path, destiny, purpose, and just we come here with like a path that we must follow and a destiny that needs to be fulfilled. And a lot of us really do get caught up in wanting to make our parents happy and meeting their expectations. That's probably throughout the world, various cultures, like any and everywhere, right? Because you want to make your parents proud, you want to make them happy, you want them to relish in your success, and you just want them to be proud of you. But with that being said, we also have to understand that we come through our parents, we come through our mothers, but they don't, your mom doesn't own you. Your parents don't own you, right? They bring you into this world. Your mom brings you into this world and raise you, and they're supposed to help you get on your path and support you, but they're not meant to dictate where you go and who you are, because that's between you and God. That's your own unique path and journey. And so I think a lot of us spend a lot of time trying to satisfy our parents and do what they want us to do, which is understandable, right? Because most of us probably don't even know what we want to do in life and where we're going, so we do kind of rely on our parents to help us find that course in life. But it creates this codependency and this dynamic where your parents kind of have control over your life. And in reality, we are individual souls. We have our own life purpose. If you find what you love, then you can find where you're supposed to go in life. And the path that you take to be successful and to be who you are, your parents might not agree with you. They might not think that if you want to go be a singer or a dancer or be an actor, they might be like, no, go be. I know most of us, our parents want us to be doctors and lawyers and those, follow that kind of career path, which is fine, right? And for a lot of people, that's good for them, that's what they do want. But I wouldn't say that that's what most of us want. Some of us kind of take the off-road, and we kind of go a little to the go to the left. We kind of go in a different place where our parents might not agree. But ultimately, you have to find what you love and do what you love, and you can't let your parents are people are people. And we're all kind of, sorry guys, I'm trying to adjust the camera, we kind of all, I don't know if I want to say all of us, but we kind of live in a society where it's kind of rigid, like things are like this, boom 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 boom, kind of like how with this whole coronavirus thing, right? How we're used to living life like this and it's very like, robotic. But then now with coronavirus, it's changed up a lot of things and it's making people think, differently, and they want to change things up. It's like this big equalizer that just came about and it's making people, maybe just kind of evaluate certain things in their lives. So, sorry. So while we have expectations of where our lives need to be, things can happen that take us off that path. And, really what it is find what it is that you love to do. And like right now, I'm doing YouTube, right? My parents may not think that it's a good idea, like, really, YouTube. And this is just an outlet for me. This is just where I want to come and express myself and just share any kind of knowledge that I've learned in my life with any and everyone. It really doesn't matter. If you want to hear, here it is. But I, just like most people, I was, for example, when I was in high school, I was kind of pursuing nursing. I thought it was what I wanted to do, mainly because, healthcare is always a good place to be. My mom wanted me to do that. My sister was doing that. So I just kind of felt like, okay, well, that's the path I should be in healthcare, be a nurse. Nothing against my nurses. Love y'all. Thank you so much for all the support and love and everything that y'all have been doing, not just because of coronavirus, but just in general, right? But I found that it just wasn't my purpose. It wasn't my calling. It's not what I wanted to do. And if I listened to my mom, I would have, been doing it and I would have been unhappy. And I think I'm kind of figuring out that my place in life is more on a path of maybe following like spirituality, right? I'm learning a lot about like the universe and how things work, manifestation, and I'm not like an expert or anything, but that's kind of where I'm at right now in my life, and trying to, be my own person, eventually get to a point of financial independence, being my own boss. I know most of us want to be our own bosses, and that's what I'm trying to do, right? But most of us, our parents would probably prefer us to, work a 9-to-5 job and, kind of do things the old way. But times are changing. People are more going after being entrepreneurs, owning their own business, having control over their own lives. And for most of us, our parents are coming from a generation where it's like, you work hard, not really work smart, right? Just work your whole life. And I know most of us, especially if you're a millennial like me, we're not trying to be about that life. We're not trying to work our whole entire lives for somebody else and that's it. Like, we're trying to create our own, right? So, your parents don't own you. You have your own contract that you had with God before we came into this life. And it's like, this is your path. This is what you're supposed to do. Your parents are supposed to be your support system to help you get there, whether they agree with it or not. A lot of us are conditioned to be a certain way. When we're kids, we're free, we're loving, we're open-minded. We want to be this and that and da-da-da-da-da. And when you become an adult, you lose that. A lot of us lose that passion that we had. We don't know where we want to be. We don't know where we want to go. And so we might look to our parents and, my mom wants me to do this, my dad wants me to do this, and we kind of will do that. But ultimately, you are a spirit. You're a soul of the universe. That is your parent. God is your ultimate parent. And not to discredit your parents, your mom and your dad play a vital role in your life, and they were meant to bring you into this world. You were meant to have lessons and learn things from them, and they can learn from you too. That's another thing. Your parents can learn from you. It doesn't have to be your parents. Your parents are people. We're all people living life and learning, and they may not agree with you. They may be stuck in this one way of thinking, but you have to break the mold. You have to be like, you know what? That's not what I want for my life. I want something different, and I'm going to go after it, right? And it's hard doing something that your family won't really like, because we're so attached to our families, especially our parents, and even our siblings, and we're concerned. I struggle with that too. And I made some decisions recently that excuse me, that like I know my mom doesn't really agree with as far as like my previous job is concerned, right? But ultimately I had to make the decision for myself because I'm at a point in my life where I'm just prioritizing my peace and my health. And I'll talk about this in another video. I don't know how soon I would, but I'll talk about the situation that I'm referring to. But ultimately, guys, you have to break away from your parents sometimes. Like, I moved out because I just wanted my own space and wanted to learn how to be more independent. And it's not anything personal, like against my mom or anything, right? But they're gonna have their disagreements. They're gonna have things that they don't agree that you do. They're gonna be like, no, that's not a good idea. And if you're not strong and firm in who you are, it can break you. You might break down and do what other people want you to do. But ultimately, whatever it is that you like to do, if you haven't found fully your purpose, I'm still walking in my path and truly figuring out where I'm supposed to be. It's like I'm on the road. I haven't quite gotten to the destination, but I feel like I'm going in the right path. I've been working just on communicating with God more, with the universe. I'm going to use them interchangeably. God and the universe are the same thing. It's love. That's the ultimate. That's love. That's the spirit that we come from. We're a part of it, and we have to connect with that. We have to connect with God. We have to connect with the universe to find our path and find where we need to be, because you have that like who you are with God and the pact that you made with God is like literally like the most important like path that you'll take, like that agreement that this is what I'm going to do and this is what I'm going to be in this lifetime. That's what you need to follow. But if you listen to like maybe your parents, you may not go on that path, right? You may completely like go left from where your soul, agreed to be on. Maybe you're supposed to be like a, like a guru, like a spiritual leader, but your parents want you to be a lawyer, right? And let's say your parents are like religious, they're not really spiritual people. They're not going to fully understand and get it. But it's like, you're going to care about what they think, but ultimately you have to follow the path that speaks to your soul, that feeds you, right? So what I'm going to kind of do is just really quickly read maybe just some parts of this post that I found on Instagram. This is from, her name is Queen Afua. I hope I'm saying it right. I know she has that book called The Sacred Woman. I started reading that book, but I'm not quite yet finished, right? And so I went on her page, and this is around Mother's Day, and I believe this is a poem from someone else. I'm not quite sure. You probably would have to go on her page as well to see, who it is. But she had it as her post. So basically it's, your children are not your children. They are sons and daughters of life's longing itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts. They have their own thoughts. For you house their bodies. You have housed their bodies, but not their souls. For their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes not backwards, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children as living arrows are set forth. The archer sees the make upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. Sorry. That's basically most of it, but I just kind of took a screenshot of that because that's what my phone could. My phone couldn't take a screenshot of the whole post because it was a little bit longer. But yeah, guys, excuse me, wow. Your parents bring you into life, but you're not indebted to them. you're not really obligated to them in the sense of what your destiny is. It's yours. That's unique. That's between you and God. Your parents are supposed to guide you and help you get on that path and be a support system. And that's what it's for. And parents, you don't control your children. They're not for, and I mean, I get it. I'm not a mom, right? So it's easy for me to come on here and talk about these things. I can only imagine what it's like to have a child and you see them going this way and you don't agree. So I'm sure when I become a mom, I'll be able to relate, right? I guess I can only speak from the point of view as a child since I don't have any kids. But, you have to learn how to listen to your kids and be open-minded and support them on where they want to go. I would say that my mom is very supportive. Once I tell her that what I want to do, she may not agree in the beginning, but she'll eventually come around. And that's what you have to do, because you don't own your kids. Your children, they come from you, but you don't own their souls. Their souls don't belong to you. Their bodies came through you, but their soul is of God's. It's not yours to keep and control, right? And not to say that all parents are controlling. Some parents are very supportive, some parents are not. Parents are created differently. Every parent is different, right? So if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't have to oh my gosh, it doesn't have to be all of that, right? Just, it's just food for thought, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, but yeah, guys, follow your path. Your parents are your parents. You love them. They're gonna love you no matter what, right? They should love you no matter what. But ultimately, you have your own destiny to fulfill. You have your own path. And it's not for them to dictate. You have your own individual mission in life. We all have a purpose that we should fulfill and we must really fulfill. And if you keep going on a different path that other people want you to be on, you're always going to be dissatisfied in life because you're not following your soul's path. If you guys are into astrology, you know that your north node is what you're supposed to do and fulfill in this life. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I don't want this video to be too long. Again, guys, I am new to YouTube, so please go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be talking about all types of different topics, self-confidence, self-love, my self-love, self-confidence journey, and things like that. And just it's not gonna be just one-dimensional. It'll be a whole bunch of different things as well. So, show me some love, give me some feedback in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think, what I can improve on as far as maybe the quality, is my voice. Let me know how my voice is. Just give me some feedback, guys. So yeah, again, my name's Ball. Subscribe, and I hope you, subscribe. So anytime I drop a video, you get that notification and you come back and see me. And I will be back with another one, and hope you guys are staying safe and have a great day. All right, bye-bye.